you. Well, here we go. Hope you enjoy the show.
very, very special friend of past, ladies and gentlemen, Mordecai Ben Deenas.
So sit down, and the show's not over yet, okay? Hold on a minute. Here we go. Well, we have just one last little section, so please bear with me. Sorry. Here comes the last pictures. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the pictures that were taken so professionally. I know I did such a good job, but I hope you enjoyed them anyway. And now we're going to go into a little speech for my daughter, which I hope you all listen to, and this will be a lot shorter than the pictures. Okay, here we go.
Fade.
Am I fading in?
No.
Hello there, everybody.
It says index now.
Okay, ready? I'm talking because I'm already on tape. Okay? Hope everyone enjoyed the Deenas retrospective. And of course, because the Deenas retrospective was so long, I'm going to try to make this speech rather short so that you can at some time leave tonight and let Howard and Kayla go to sleep. Howard, please sit down now and be quiet. Stop talking and interrupting me like that. Stop. Okay, and also I just wanted to let Sammy know that of course I'm very happy today. That's between him and me. Right now, even though all of you might be listening, I am really just speaking to Deenas, to my daughter. She is tonight becoming a bas mitzvah and is being mikabelet mitzvot, or as we say here in Baltimore, mikabelas mitzvos. And as you all know, or may know, she studied the Megillah of Rus in anticipation of becoming a bas mitzvah today. I started recently Daf Yomi, and because of that, I want to just use one quote from the Gemara that I recently learned in Brachos Daf Zayin on the base. Gemara talks about Rus and why she's named Rus. It says, "My Rus." Well, what's the name Rus mean? And Amar Rabbi Yochanan says that the reason she was named Rus is because from her would come David, and David sang shiros in shiros v'sishbachos to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And because of that, her name was Rus. And it says that how did she merit this? Shema Garim. Her name is what caused this. So I thought it would be appropriate, since Deenas studied Rus, and since I had just recently learned this Gemara, that and I would talk a little bit about Deenas' name. Of course, Deenas' full name is Dina Rachel. And Dina, as you may know, comes from the word din, which is strict or judgment. Although it really has another connotation too, because Rashi in Bereshis on Perek Lamed Pasuk Chaf Aleph, when the name Deenas is first mentioned, when Leah has her daughter Deenas, Rashi brings the fact that the name was a result of an act of love, an act of rachamim, of mercy, because Leah had mercy on her sister, and that she did not want her sister to have less children, less sons than the shvachos, and right now she only had one, and the shvachos already had two, and so Leah had rachamim on her sister and prayed that the boy that she would be carrying should change into a girl, and that in fact happened, and her name was Deenas. So Deenas connotes also, besides the strictness, also connotes a little bit of rachamim and an act of love. Rachel, on the other hand, the name Rachel certainly means rachamim, because in Bereshis, Perek Mem Ches Pasuk Zayin, we're told, oh, like that move? we're told that that Yaakov Avinu, when he was getting ready to die, Yaakov Avinu said to his son Yosef, was explaining why Rachel, Yosef's mother, was buried on the road to Beis Lechem, and she was not buried in Maras Machpelah. And this was Al Pi Hadibur, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, don't move her, don't travel the half a day that it would have taken to bring her to Marcs Machpelah, rather bury her right there, because Hashem wanted Rachel to be there at the time her children would be going out into Galus, when Nebuchadnezzar would be bringing them to Galus, that she would come out of her grave and plead for her children and ask for rachamim for them. And in fact, that's what we were told is what happened, and that is what enabled the Bnei Yisrael to come back from Galus to Eretz Yisrael. So both of your names, Dina and Rachel, both have rachamim involved with it. I think that after seeing you grow for 12 years, Dina, that I know that you know when it would be proper to use a Dina, your first name type of attribute, when it's appropriate to be strict, and when you're going to have a Rachel, when you have rachamim, and when you have Leah's interpretation of Dina. I know that Dina, when you're strict very much with yourself. You are a very talented and extremely conscientious young lady. In school, you're very accomplished. You're with your Casio, with your extra learning for Rus. You were always very strict with yourself to make sure that in each of these things you would push yourself as far as you can be. And you would be very, sometimes even a little bit too harsh on yourself, but it was a good midah that you would be able to do this to yourself, push yourself like this. That was like your name Dina. But you also, I've seen your attributes in you of your name Rachel. Because even today, you told me about what happened in school with your friend Chani, and how really you showed the attribute, the rachamim of mercy, and the way you handled yourself. I'm very, very proud of the way you handled yourself. I'm also very proud in the way you chose to come to Eretz Yisrael to celebrate your Bas Mitzvah. Of course, we had planned for some time that we would have an affair in our backyard with a lot of people, and of course, you probably get a lot of gifts, although not from the Bienenstocks, because David is shaking his head, and clearly he would not have brought a gift. But everyone else would have brought gifts, and you said that you weren't really concerned about the gifts, that you would much rather, when given the choice, to go to Eretz Yisrael to celebrate your Bas Mitzvah. There's, I really wanted to be with you today, to be in Eretz Yisrael with you for this day. I dreamed of this for 12 years, this day. I remember very well the day you were born, on a Monday morning, in rush hour traffic, going down the Long Island Expressway on the buses only lane, and being stopped by a police and then waving me on through the Midtown Tunnel so we could get to Lenox Hill where you were born. And I've seen how you've now grown to be a beautiful young lady. You're kind and you're considerate. And you're also very thoughtful. Tonight, it's your Bas Mitzvah. You're like a new person, as Rabbi Feldman said. Saved by the bell. We've got to make it real short now. Okay? As we were saying, you're like a new person today. As Rabbi Feldman said, the day of a bar mitzvah or a bas mitzvah, the young person it's like a Yom Kippur for them. And all their sins are forgiven, and they can pray for anything they want because it's an Eis Ratzon, especially appropriate time to ask for things. Carefully use this day, Dina. Be very careful in your tefillah today. Think carefully what you want. Think carefully what you think is important to be mispalelis for, to daven for. And I know that just like you chose to go to Eretz Yisrael, which was really the right choice, that you will choose well also in what your tefillos will be this day. Mazel tov, happy birthday, and I hope that you will have many, 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 many more years, Ad Mea V'Yesrim Shana, in which to use your attributes of your name of Dina Rachel. Evil, I'm looking forward to you coming home. You know, we will see you soon. And everyone, enjoy, and I hope that we will all, in Mirz Hashem, be together very soon. And Heru Yomenu with the coming Mashiach. Bye.
Once again, I'd like to hope that you are all having a good time. And unlike my father, I do not really remember the day you were born. But it's just like, unlike you, I'm on pretty much the opposite side of the spectrum when it comes to studying and all the other things that my father described. Well, not all of them, but still, I'd like to wish you a mazel tov. Hope that you're having a good time. Just inform you that we are surviving here in Baltimore alone, and that's it.
In 4 years, I'll be standing, well, maybe standing where you are standing at at a different time in Mazel Tov.
That I don't know if Deena has mentioned this, but just so I won't be totally forgotten, I'd like to credit myself with helping Deena a little bit with her speech, and I hope it will go well, and that's it.
Okay. What was I going to say?
I have no idea.
All of us, Lashana Haba Yerushalayim.